Right, but most of us don't have 1 million followers to start with. If you do, great,
Right.
you're in a different set of operating rules. But we're building organically, right? And so yeah, you really have to be tight on those tolerances. I ran a public lands fundraiser 2 years ago. The year I launched Bull Elk Beard Oil, I wanted to say, hey, let's do something cool that matters. Let's use my company and TikTok and all these platforms. I want to organize a whole group of people that have a following, and let's do this Public Lands Month fundraiser and donate the money to public land access. Really buying a property that unlocks even more acres behind it because it's landlocked. And that's a big problem down here in the States. I don't know if it's the same problem in Canada, but there'll be massive chunks of public land that have a complete border of private land around them, so nobody can access it. And so by
Right.
buying like 40 acres, we might be able to unlock 4,000.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah, and we
cool.
were just going to contribute. But then I looked at, we'll sell T-shirts, we'll put catchy logos on them. Somebody did like a Public Lands Matter phrase. Another person did, different types of phrases that were unique to their, personal brands on social media. And I looked at print-on-demand companies, and that same thing. It's like a quality shirt. They're charging, $8, $10. And then by the time you get done with your logo and put it in the mail and all that stuff, you're looking at like 18 bucks, 16, 18 bucks. And you're like, well, I could maybe charge 25, but we'll probably do a lot better if we're at 20. And then you start looking at like razor thin margins. And I was just like, well, screw it. I'll just do my own shirts. I'll make them myself. So I invested some profits from our launch into a vinyl cutter. And I had a buddy that gave me a free heat shirt or a heat press for vinyl shirts. And so I was going to make them myself. And that was a very different trade-off. I got the margins that I wanted, but it took me like 35 minutes to make each shirt. And I did it in the middle of hunting season while going on all these trips. And I was backed up on orders. It was a disaster on my time for sure. I was up till like 2 a.m. every night making these shirts for the fundraiser,
Right.
but we got the margins that we needed.